100 years ago, this river would have been full of young women doing backstroke. It was part of their daily routine to become PE teachers. And without them, we may not have had the likes of Virginia Wade, Sharon Davis, or even Paula Radcliffe. But at the turn of the century, Bedford's PE college was frowned upon. For this story, Jess Whitaker has been training very hard indeed.
These days, there's nothing unusual about women taking part in sport or teaching them the benefits of doing it. Come on, ladies, knees up.
It was certainly nothing out of the ordinary when I trained as a dancer and aerobics instructor a few years back. However,
A 100 years ago, they were doing the unthinkable here in Bedford. Not only were they training students in exercise and PE, but they were also training them to be PE teachers. I don't know how they managed it in this.
when the Bedford Physical Training College was opened in 1903, it was one of the first of its kind in the country. It was highly unusual since it trained women for paid careers at a time when their place was said to be in the home.
Thank you. You know, in those days, they told ladies that doing too much exercise would turn them into men. It all began here at 37 Lansdowne Road and was the result of one woman's extraordinary determination to see women trained as PE teachers. Miss Margaret Stansfeld had 13 students in her first year, but was so successful she was soon expanding and buying up houses all along this street.
I think in the early 1900s it would have been quite remarkable to have the opportunity of going to a college, and particularly a specialist college. So I think there were in the early days, 1903 and roundabout, very few women, and they would be very adventurous and very forward-looking women. There were general training colleges, you know, where women could go and train to be teachers, but I think in terms of physical education, that the specialist colleges were quite something when they came into being in the early part of the century.
I was told the dress code was quite strict, though.
Yes, I think it was, particularly in Miss Stansfeld's time. I think one had to be very courteous and very proper. And I think, too, that one had to be appropriately dressed at all times and were required to have coffee in small groups with Miss Stansfeld and perhaps other members of staff who she invited to join her, so that you really learnt the courtesies.
Down, knees down, left.
To mark its centenary, the college invited people to step back in time and join in the celebrations.
Miss Stansfeld may have been very strict, but she was certainly progressive. In the 1900s, this is what was considered physical training, the military drill.
Miss Whitaker, will you please stop talking? Keep your knees down, knees down.
Very soon, the college replaced it with more modern gymnastics, thank goodness. It was a new era for Bedford. In the early days, Miss Stansfeld would give gym lectures. She was pretty adept at hanging from the bar, so whilst up there, she would ask the students questions on muscle works and nerve supply. As she became more purple, they went more white.
On one occasion, while judging a gymnastic competition, she spotted a child climbing a rope in a way that she disliked. After the display, she leapt to her feet and, wearing a long skirt and boots, twice climbed the rope to demonstrate the correct technique. Not bad for a woman in her mid-80s.
Okay, that's that. You gonna get me down now? Guys? Guys? No, that's not funny. Come back. Oi! Ugh.
Nice, relaxed. Drop, suspend on the up, and shoo.
The thing that I find so fascinating about this place, as a dancer, 100 years ago, not only were they championing women in sport, but also they were very modern in their training techniques. Not only did they teach anatomy, gym, workout, all these things, they also taught dance.
Today, dance is still important, and Bedford has now trained more PE teachers than anywhere else in the country. The college has an incredible archive, which they've dusted down for their centenary celebrations. This was filmed in the 1950s.
Some of the ladies that were in it are here today. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being able to talk to us today. Verena, I believe you were the reason this whole thing came together, is that right?
Yes, it was. For our dance demonstration in 1956, we chose the theme past, present and future. And we represented each era. And when we came to the present, we decided to view the present through the eyes of a television screen, because at that time it was quite early on and there were quite a lot of wiggly lines on the television. So we thought, right, the ribbon would be wonderful. So Shirley was our ribbon lady.
The ribbon lady.
Ah, the ribbon lady. That was fabulous.
Well, a long time ago.
I bet you could still do it now.
I don't know that I could.
Do you guys remember any of the moves by any chance?
What about we might be able to try.
Square dancing?
Square dance was part of the present.
Something up.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, then, well, I'm going to step out and let you ladies go for it. What's so fantastic about this centenary weekend is that the old pupils are back to relive memories, some of whom are even staying in their old rooms.
These are the terrible gym slips with very heavy pleats that we used to wear.
Yes.
And we used to wear little silk black dresses for dancing.
Yes. Now, we've heard all about the infamous Miss Stansfeld. Tell us what she was like.
Miss Stansfeld was always so strict with us, but she used to say, your best is never enough.
Yes.
Which gave us a wonderful
Yes.
urge to go on better, but we were never praised. I think it gave you a spur to tackle things. You didn't accept defeat very graciously, ever.
Yeah.
I don't think we did, did we? You press on.
You told people if you'd managed to survive 3 years at Bedford, you could survive anything life threw at you after that.
It's amazing to think of all the PE teachers who have trained here over the years and how women's sport has come on over the last century. If it wasn't for pioneers like Miss Stansfeld, would there have been a Mary Peters, Virginia Wade or Paula Radcliffe? As for me, I'm going to give getting that goal another go. Wait for me, girls. Thank you.
What a shot!